What up, you guys? It's your girl Spirit back at it again with another video. And it's getting crazy out here, man. It's getting real crazy out here. I mean, people are getting very desperate. And it makes you wonder, like, is America, which was once the land of the free and the land of opportunity, is that no longer existent? We also have to ask ourselves, did that ever really exist? Was this all a part of the plan from the beginning? I just came from the store, and I live in a relatively nice area. And you go and you try to get basic items, basic household items, deodorant, soap, lotion, right? Things like that. And they have the plexiglass where it's locked, and you have to ask an associate to get something so simple and basic. And this was at Target and the Walmart in my area that I just went to. And it's like, wow, the land of the free and opportunity turns into the land of crime, thugs, and poverty. I mean, the number of homeless people has grown astronomically. It's really mind-blowing if you think about it, because I try to keep this phone as steady as I can, but it's really mind-blowing when you think about it, because when you go to LA, which is supposed to be one of the wealthiest places in our country, right? When you go out to Cali, you see rows and streets with tent after tent after tent, whole families, whole groups of people shacked up in tents because they can't afford to live. That's crazy to me. And it's like, we used to call America the greatest country in the world. I mean, is it really still the greatest country in the world? Why do we have so much poverty? Why do we have so much crime that goes unpunished? I mean, the justice system is crazy. The legal system has failed so many people time and time again. And it makes you wonder, like, where we're headed. And so this kind of relates and goes back to my last video I did, which was, is the new American dream to leave America? Because as I'm doing more research into these other countries, I'm realizing, wow, first of all, our dollar goes further in other countries. The air looks like it's so much cleaner. The water looks like it's so much purer and healthier. And we're dealing with this. That's crazy. It's like year after year, people really have to be careful and watch their back and watch who their kids hang around. They, you know, back in my day, I sound old, back in my day, but back when I was younger, back in my mom's day, back in my grandmother's day, they could play outside until the street lights came on, and they didn't really have to think about it. You know, it was just, you played outside until the street lights came on, you went back home, right? Everything was fine, but for the most part, people came back home in one piece. Now, of course, you still had your crazy serial killers, rapists, etc., right? And that's going to be in any time, era, period, generation, what have you, right? But for the most part, it was a feeling of safety and community. We don't have that anymore. America has become the land of me, I. Individualism. It's all about me. I'm the main character. This is my reality, and I control it. Which is true to a certain degree, but you must understand there are also other people in your reality that exist too. And we all have to exist in this matrix together. We all have to learn how to navigate this thing together. And another thing that I've noticed is that we've created so many of these different labels, right? We claim that we don't want to be put in boxes or categorized, but all I'm seeing is more and more labels being created. It went from LGBTQ to LGBTQIA plus BCDEFG. I mean, it's going to be the entire alphabet in a minute, right? But yet we don't want labels. We don't want to be categorized. We don't want to be put in a box. How? Every time I turn around, there's some new label or category being created with regards to something. And that's how we identify ourselves. But don't you realize that by creating all these different titles and labels and categories, you're also creating more divisiveness, which is only going to make us weaker as a people. Don't you realize that even though there is an elite group of people who are in power, there's billions more of us that are under their control? How do we get to a point where a handful of people have control over billions of other people? How did we let this happen? Anyway, this is just something on my mind. Rant over for now. I wanted to share it with you guys. Definitely let me know what you think in the comments. Share this video if you would like. I hope this helps to generate and stimulate some type of discussion, activate deeper thoughts about what's going on in our environment and how everything is shifting. Because things are happening fast, man. And if we keep sitting back, with our hands up and just allowing shit to happen and living on autopilot instead of taking things into our control and working together as a community, don't be surprised at what happens next. Don't be surprised. Anyway, it's your girl Spirit. Love you guys, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.